So, a peculiar voice from a deep area, a mysterious item named the 3 Atlas, has just sent a signal aimed without delay at planet Earth. Is it a cosmic twist of fate, or is it the first whisper from something that isn't from this world? Our next story explains what this radio signal is, the one creating a buzz across the internet. On October 24th, astronomers tuned the Meerkat radio telescope for a bet. The radio telescope in South Africa's Karoo Desert detected what may be the first microwave whisper from an interstellar object. The astronomers wanted answers from interstellar darkness. What they caught was beyond expectation. On November 14th, astronomers documented an event that no known natural comet had ever exhibited, a precisely tuned narrowband absorption signature from 3 Atlas at 1665 and 1667 MHz. The dual frequencies of the 18C-MO microwave transition, long considered in SETI circles as a potential interstellar communication channel. These were not the broadband stochastic emissions typically produced by volatile sublimation or solar heating. They were thin, clean, unwavering radio fingerprints that emerged exactly where no one expected them, displaying a precision that contradicted the chaotic physics of a typical observation coma. The discovery ignited immediate debate. Chemical explanations were proposed, rotational forcing reconsidered, and instrument errors briefly entertained before being ruled out. As data accumulated, the signal's consistency undermined every conventional hypothesis. A natural object was speaking in unnaturally narrow lines. 16 days later, on November 30th, 2025, an equally baffling anomaly surfaced, this time not as a radio signature but as visible evidence of a repeating physical form. Newly processed imagery revealed a jet on 3 Atlas brightening and dimming in a rhythmic cadence. The timing aligned with a 16.16-hour cycle, prompting Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb to describe it as a heartbeat, a metaphor that immediately seized public imagination. Analysts initially assumed the periodicity originated from the comet's rotation. However, further analysis overturned that assumption. The nucleus was far too faint to produce the observed amplitude, and its rotational signature, such as it was, could not account for the jet's synchronized pulses. The modulation originated within the jet itself, as though mass were being expelled on a regulated timer. A second anomaly now stood beside the first and related in mechanism, yet similar in implication. One was electromagnetic, the other mechanical. Both demonstrated regularity where randomness should reign. Together, the anomalies suggested a pattern forming beneath the surface of the data. The radio absorption and the pulsing jet behaved like independent signals from a shared system, distinct channels of a mechanism that ordinary comet physics struggled to explain. Unsettling questions circulated faster than researchers could answer them. If the radio lines were truly narrowband and the jet truly rhythmic, the phenomena might point toward internal structuring or coordinated venting. No model of natural outgassing produced such sharp periodicity, especially for an interstellar object whose composition already deviated from expectations. 3 Atlas began to resemble not merely an unusual comet, but a device exhibiting synchronized behavior across multiple domains. Into this growing debate entered a third layer of complexity, one originating from NASA's own files rather than external telescopes. A week after the agency released a faint, unimpressive high-rise smear of 3 Atlas, a private research collective called Earth Exists examined the raw planetary data system files and found a story that diverged sharply from the official explanation. Metadata revealed that the high-rise instrument had actually completed a full 14-bit multispectral capture, red, near, and blue-green, all completed flawlessly, no errors, memory faults, or telemetry gaps. Yet none of those high-resolution channels appeared in the public archive. Only a single downsampled 8-bit grayscale strip remained, while placeholders and missing file markers indicated that the unreleased exposures once existed. The headers confirmed old channels fired successfully, making the degraded public image not a product of technical limitation but of selective curation, a sanitized smear replacing the detailed structural and thermal data the instrument had truly recorded. The implications of that discrepancy deepened rapidly as researchers reevaluated the broader data landscape surrounding 3 Atlas. With new radio signals and heartbeat-like jet pulses already challenging assumptions about the object, the emergence of additional anomalies shifted the discussion from isolated oddities to a potential underlying pattern. Analysts began comparing datasets collected across different instruments, wavelengths, and observatories, searching for connections that might explain why an interstellar visitor was exhibiting behaviors never before seen in natural comets. From these comparisons emerged a growing suspicion: the object's unusual features were not random deviations, but components of a synchronized system. The first sign of coordination came from timing. The narrowband absorption lines at 1665 and 1667 MHz did not appear continuously. Instead, they surfaced intermittently in episodes clustered around periods of heightened optical activity. Observatories reported that radio detections tended to coincide with phases when 3 Atlas's jet activity reached peak brightness, a relationship conventional comet models struggled to account for. In a typical comet, outgassing behaves erratically, driven by random pockets of volatiles, thermal stress, or surface fracturing.